Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Happy Thanksgiving Eve and welcome to the ninth educational moment for Pivotal Solutions Management's ABCs of Investing series. My name is Dr. Lakeisha Lowe, and I am the CEO of Pivotal Solutions Management, which is also known as PSM for short. Before we dive into the investment term for this educational moment, I would like to make a disclaimer on behalf of Pivotal Solutions Management. The disclaimer is that we will address a topic that most individuals don't like to talk about. You may be wondering, what is that topic? Well, to address the elephant in the room, the topic is capital loss. Yes, we understand that everyone loves when their assets are up and they're getting capital gains and just feel like they're winning all the way around. However, our question to you is, how well do you handle a capital loss? Are you similar to those individuals who were riding high on the bandwagon when the University of Colorado and Coach Deion Sanders, aka Coach Primetime, were on a winning streak? Or do you see yourself as a person who can stand the rain, like the legendary R&B group New Edition sings, where they sing, "Can you stand the rain? Yeah, yeah, storms will come." Okay, enough. Basically, can you weather the wins, aka gains, as well as the losses? Well, as mentioned earlier, the focus for this educational moment is on capital loss. C is for capital loss. The investment term capital loss is when a person experiences a decrease or decline in the value of their asset. This occurrence can take place when a person sells an asset for a lower amount than the purchase price of the asset when they initially bought it. It's basically when an asset goes down in value, not up, when it goes down in value. And you may be wondering, okay, an asset that may go down in value, what are some examples of such assets? Well, examples of potential assets that may go down in value consist of stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, also known as exchange traded funds, cryptocurrencies, real estate, and cars. Are these the end all be all for the potential assets that may have a capital loss? No, certainly not. But it's just to give you an idea. So, we have discussed as far as what capital loss is, when it's basically when assets go down in value, as well as potential assets that may go down in value, examples of it. But you may be wondering, Dr. LL, what steps can I take to determine if I have a capital loss? And I'm glad you're wondering that. And I simply want to tell you, don't worry, because guess what? At Pivotal Solutions Management, we always believe in providing clear, easy to understand examples, and we have a hypothetical scenario to illustrate how to determine if you have a capital loss or not. So, with this hypothetical example, it involves a fictitious investor named Jeff. And for my people who have been following the ABCs of Investing series, you're familiar with Jeff. This example involving Jeff does not represent or constitute a recommendation, endorsement, or any type of investment advice. So let's say Jeff purchased 100 shares of Amazon stock on June 7th, 2022 at $123 per share. Jeff then decides to sell all the shares on October the 26th, 2023, at the price of $119.57 each, assuming there were no fees associated. What would Jeff's capital loss be? Hmm, good question. Let's look at the steps to take to determine. So, the steps to determine whether or not you have a capital loss or not consist of three simple steps. And these three simple steps may look familiar for those who have watched the Capital Gains Educational Moment. If you haven't watched the Capital Gains Educational Moment, I encourage you to go to the PSM's YouTube channel to watch them. Step one, you're going to calculate how much is paid to purchase an asset. Since Jeff purchased 100 shares of Amazon stock for $123 per share, you will multiply the 100 shares times $123 as shown below, and you will get $12,300. So Jeff's total purchase price for the 100 shares of Amazon stock was $12,300. Step two, calculate the selling price for an asset. Jeff sold 100 shares of the Amazon stock for $119.57 each. You would multiply the 100 shares times the $119.57 as shown below, which you will get $11,957. So Jeff's total selling price for the 100 shares of Amazon stock was $11,957. Step three, the last step. I told you, simple, keep it simple. Use the following formula to subtract an asset's total purchase price from the asset's total selling price to determine whether there was or was not a capital loss. So the formula is basically the asset's total selling price minus the asset's total purchase price, which will let you know whether or not it is where there was or was not a capital loss. So the total selling price was $11,957 minus the total purchase price of $12,300, which would have given you negative $343. And you may be saying, Dr. LL, there's a parentheses around the $343. That's indicating the loss or the negative number. So the capital loss that Jeff incurred from selling the 100 shares of Amazon stock was negative $343, or just he lost $343. And for my people who may not want to do the three steps to determine whether or not there's a way that you could just do the mental math and just compare the total selling price to the total purchase price. So the total selling price for Jeff was $11,957. This is lower than the total purchase price of $12,300. Since the selling price was lower than the purchase price, that's an indicator that Jeff realized a capital loss. Now, similar to capital gain, the term realize is important in the investment world. The reason being is because it is an indicator letting individuals know what approach they may consider when it comes to taxes and what approach to take with their capital loss in regards to taxes. Now, of course, PSM, we believe in offering examples to show you. But at the same time, we believe in not overwhelming you with information. We want you to be able to understand everything. So, what we will do is you got to stay tuned for the next educational moment to see examples of a possible approach that you may consider when it comes to a realized capital loss. So, to receive notification for the next episode in the ABCs of Investing series, follow Pivotal Solutions Management Facebook page, Instagram page, LinkedIn page, and YouTube page. And if you have not looked at PSM's ABC's educational moment pertaining to capital gain, go to the YouTube page to look at it or any of the previous educational moments. So, if you're interested in gaining a more personalized insight or potential ways to Boost or increase your income? Use Pivotal Solutions Management's Calendly link to schedule a complimentary assessment and consultation. You may also email Pivotal Solutions Management at info, at pivotal, P-I-V as in Victor, O-T-A-L solutions with the S at the end.com. That's info at thepivotalsolutions.com. Also, at Pivotal Solutions Management, we believe in offering accurate information to the best of our knowledge. And with that being said, these are the references that were used for this educational moment. If you're interested in getting additional insight from the references, please feel free to check them out. If you found this educational moment or any of the previous educational moments insightful, helpful, click on the like button or leave a comment. Your feedback is certainly appreciated and valued. As always, I am yours truly, Dr. Lakeisha Lowe, also known as Dr. LL, and I'm with Pivotal Solutions Management. I encourage you to always stay motivated, determined, driven, and prayerful with everything that you do. Our hope at Pivotal Solutions Management is that your family and you have a wonderful, safe, and memorable Thanksgiving. With everything, remember to give thanks and always remember financial literacy can change the outlook for your family, future generations, and you. As always, I wish God's blessings upon your family and you. I look forward to talking with you next time.